हेलो फ्रेंड्स, केजी क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपको राइट ए क्रिटिकल अप्रिसिएशन ऑफ द पोएम द अननोन सिटीजन बाय W.H. Auden 1907 to 1973। Answer: The Unknown Citizen is a strong satire on the cruel practices of secret police in Nazi Germany and Communist Soviet Union. The Bureau of Statistics found nothing against him. The secret police regarded him as harmless to the state. Auden has explained in a satirical manner as to what has become of the definition of man in modern world. He is not a human being. He is only a citizen molded in accordance with the rules of the state, as if he were a mechanical unit like so many electronic gadgets to be kept in proper record by the Bureau of Statistics, with no feeling, emotions, sentiments of his own. Having a substance, the unknown citizen had no name. He was just a unit, only breathing and existing. He was loyal to Fudge Motors, in where he was an employee. He adjusted with his fellow worker Bell. He had no political view of his own. He was happy both in peace and war. His opinion were in conformity with those of the state. He possessed all the necessary things like gramophone, record players, a radio, a car, and a refrigerator. He was himself like one of such electronic gadgets. He was only a living gramophone and record player himself, nothing more. He presented 5 children and thus increased the population of the state, as never spoke of freedom or personal happiness. He was a unit of the state and citizen, not a human being, not a man alive. There was nothing recorded against him. Had he been busy in any sort of subversive activities, it must have come to the notice of the secret police. Having a stark realism, the poem is full of stark realism, the dominant theme of modern poetry. The unknown citizen paid membership fees of the trade union regularly. He was neither a black leg nor an old man. He read newspaper daily but never cared to turn the pages of any religious book, or did he have any interest in art and literature. Auden does not give any cultural activity in which he, the unknown citizen, might have been actively involved. The only personal activity in which he remained busy in his personal life was that of producing children to increase the population of the state. Nothing of love, affection, intimacy in personal life of the unknown citizen is mentioned by the poet. The unknown citizen had no names, or had been given no name by the poet intentionally, since he was just a mechanical unit, not a human being. As if he had no soul, he was never a defaulter in financial obligation. He took benefit from the insurance policies that was on the mercy of the states. Suggests the poet ironically. He was once hospitalized herein. Also, the poet suggests that the state took care of the health of its citizens, so that of course they could be of proper use to the state. He benefited from the installment plan also. This was again on account of the mercy of the state, as suggested so very ironically by the poet. The unknown citizen had never talked of personal freedom and happiness. Auden tells us nothing about his family life, nothing whatsoever about his emotional life. The modern world, particularly the ism like Nazism of Germany and communism of Soviet Union, have turned man into such mechanical unit. This is stark realism, a gruesome picture of the modern world. Heading है irony and satire. Irony and satire cover the entire poem. John Fuller has rightly remarked that the poem sketches with the lightest of ironies some details of the average man. Bureaucracy is not connected with the happiness of the individual. In fact, the individual is no more a man alive. He is only a citizen molded into the pattern as desired by the state. In a modern state, the agent who enforce the laws of mass organization, the agent of commercial exploitation, and the species of the social research system of a state are the three agencies at work in a modern state. Division remarks Auden protest against a society which manipulates men by the law of mass organization, commercial exploitation, and a social research sky system. Heading style. The poem The Unknown Citizen has been composed by W.H. Auden in free verse. Prose rhythm prevails throughout the poem. The poet has used modern poetic imagery by using the scientific terminology and terms of psychoanalysis. Heading conclusion. The Unknown Citizen is one of the finest poems of Auden. It is a perfect specimen of modern poetry. Stark realism, irony, satire remain in the entire poem. He is indeed an exquisite piece of literary art. Modern man has been changed into a mechanical unit functioning under the economic, commercial, and ideological pressure group. Man has become only a citizen molded into a set pattern as desired by the state. Next question is write a note on Auden's poetic art, or write an essay on W.H. Auden as a progressive poet, or bring out the metrical skill of W.H. Auden with the help of poems read by you, or the poetry of W.H. Auden appeals more to the intellect than the emotion. Evaluate with examples. Heading है Introduction. W.H. Auden is one of the remarkable poets of 20th century. He stands next only to W.B. Yeats and T.S. Eliot. He was well expert in psychology. He had a deep knowledge of Marxism, political theory, history, and theology. He served as an analyst of the mind of man and tried to look into the nature of melodies affecting the modern man's mind. Philip Larkins, himself a modern poet of repute, considered his poetry to be the Larkin himself, a modern poet of repute, considered his poetry to be the poetry of modern vision. Auden had a deep concern for a lot of unhappy men caught in the vortex of the staggering problems of the modern age. He wrote both plays and poetry on varied subjects. Auden was through and through a great poetic artist, a master of metrical composition, having a variety of themes. Auden had an outstanding variety of themes in his poetry. He wrote on the Great World Depression of 1930, on the civil wars of Spain and China, on the rise of fascism, on the gathering clouds of the Second World War, on individualism as well as on the individual's alienation and on the Cold War between the West and the Soviet Union. His poetry reveals Freudianism as well as Marxism, religion and philosophy as well as history and politics. His vitality is the first important characteristic of his poetry. Heading his humanism, progressivism. Auden understood human nature closely and deeply. Man busy in human activity is the main subject of his poetry. He tells us about modern man. His humanism is therefore modernized even in his poems written on nature. His interest is centered on man, not on nature for nature's own sake. In this poem, nature serves only as a background to man. Auden was chiefly concerned with the improvement of the lot of man enmeshed in the stricken world. Modernity is the chief feature of Auden's poetry, and progressive humanism is an important part of his modernity. Heading his modernity. Auden's modernity is found in his treatment of modern subjects like psychology, economics, politics and religion. He discussed at length man's psychological problem under the influence of Freud. Auden presented in his earlier poems that man's psychological ills are much greater than his social and political ills. He showed in his poetry Freudian concept of neurosis. He agreed that repression of sexual urge, the libido and of the life force has made modern man a neurotic. A number of poems have a through discussion on Marxism. In his later poem, Auden abandoned the theme of Marxism on account of its emphasis on society rather than on the individual. Auden regarded it as suppression of individual liberty. Heading alienation, existentialism. Auden's migration to America and thereby his observation of the American society smarting grievously under the evil effect of gross materialism led him to write on the theme of alienation. He found to his dismay that the old values have broken pieces. Man has lost all sense of the finer sensibilities. He has become self-centered, egoist, and isolated in it himself. Cut off from the rest of the world, man has become an alien, a stranger in the world. On the political level, the feeling of alienation is presented in individualism. On the psychological level, man's alienation is the outcome of his being submerged in the subconscious and the unconscious. Auden's Christian existentialism is presented in his religious poetry. Heading as symbolism. W.H. Auden is modern in the sense that he has used symbolism as a technique in his poetry, quite in profession. Symbolism is an important part of his poetic art. He is a poet of personal symbolism and allegory. Auden's symbolism can be interpreted in terms of Freudianism, Marxism and Christian existentialism. He has symbolized modern culture, different peoples and different forces working in modern man. Auden based his symbolism on the belief that the modern age is a spiritual ice age. In his opinion, modern man is spiritually dead and emotionally frozen. Selfless love, sympathy, compassion have been left as useless things. Modern man has become totally materialistic. Like T.S. Eliot, W.H. Auden also criticized materialism. Heading: His concept of love. W.H. Auden has composed a number of poems on love, but his concept of love is not romantic. He has used the word love in his poems in an impersonal manner. At one time, Auden wrote, "Love's a way of living, one kind of relation." Elsewhere, he wrote, "The word is love, surely one fearless kiss would cure the million fever." In fact, Auden's poetry does not reveal any clear concept of life. Heading: Intellectual. Auden's poetry is mainly intellectual rather than emotional. In this respect, also he is modern. The main source of his intellectual quality is his conceptual diction, which consists of words that produce in the reader not feeling but intellectual responses. In the poem In Memory of W.B. Yeats, he employs the phrases intellectual disgrace and the healing fountain. His use of intellectual symbolism has further made his poetry intellectual. Heading: Style. W.H. Auden was a literary artist. He adapted artistic devices to give variety to his poetry. In this regard, he was criticized for stooping to technical mannerism. He used the technique of symbolism profusely and made use of peculiar poetic imagery. His Ice Age symbolism and conceptual symbolism are most remarkable. Auden's style is marked with modernity. He is no less modern in his versification and experimentation with various poetic forms. He experimented with medieval alliterative verse of peculiar nature. He combined stress rhythm and speech rhythm. Auden is known for having composed stanza form in a great variety. He is regarded as a great artist in the field of versification. In the words of Inez Davison, despite his obscurity and failure, he is a poet of compelling interest. Barbara Everett remarks, he has produced a large body of profuse, brilliant and even work in a dazzling variety of styles on a formidable range of subjects. It is the variety and fertility of his work rather than its unity which first commands attention. Heading: Conclusion. W.H. Auden is certainly one of the greatest poets of the modern age. Next after W. Yeats and T.S. Eliot, his originality is remarkable. His versatility is highly commendable. His human concern related with his progressive approach to life is worthy of admiration. His wider world view deserves special attention. His technical skill is praiseworthy. His versification is noteworthy. His experimentation is startling. His symbolism is characterized with modernity. Kenneth Eliot very rightly regards him as one of the greatest modern poets. He remarks, "No other poet writing in English today has attempted as much as Auden, just as no other poet of his generation can place beside him a body of work so exciting for its peculiar insights, its range of reference, and its skill in the case of language and rhythm." In the words of Lawrence Durrell, Auden is one of the greatest innovators in English poetry. He increased our feeling for the possibilities of language, showed us that poetry can be composed in any form, and taught us to consider every form of nursery rhyme to the jazz lyric as a proper subject of study and experiment. Thanks. Best of luck.